gold has run above this level. I think that's a statement. That's important statement. It is prompting me to consider the end of the fourth wave as having taken place here. And I have revised the wave count as follows. You remember that we were talking about taking this as a 1, 2 and a 3 in black ended here, and we were calling for very, very lengthy fourth wave. I now think the fact that it's popping up here is telling me that probably a fourth wave ended here. What I suspected all along, that it'll turn into a shorter term fourth wave, meaning it will not chew up so much time, because this pattern, if I'm reading it correct, and it's a fourth wave that ended here or here, you know, with a slight difference, is not going to make a huge difference. The point is the scale. If this is a fourth wave pattern finished, it cannot relate to my 1, 2 here, because this is maybe twice as long. And normally fourth wave are much longer than second waves. So that's why I went back. And been looking. Maybe the subdivisions here coming up should be treated differently. And that's what I come up with for now. That's a 1, 2. We had a third ending here in red. And a fourth wave is behind us. And we are basically running up in a fifth wave that should resemble what we have seen here. Okay, if this reading is correct, then we have no business sinking back into the middle of the range. Yes, because we are supposedly now in that impasse wave. Okay, and you say to yourself, yeah, that looks good, that impasse wave, but the problem is that when you start looking at the nitty-gritty of these movements, yeah, if I'm right in reading this as the end of the fourth wave, which is also not certain, I don't see a very, very clear structure here to help me to subdivide the price action. So that's why you don't see any labelings. I'm not too worried. I think that a bit more price action will help to sort this out. But in short, I think that what happened in the last 72 hours, the struggle against the resistance here and then the pop that you see here, that's a signal. Yeah, it wants to go higher. We have not stated something that was so mysterious. We said all along that the fact that it was going sideways here is a sign of strength. It's just that we didn't know when this lateral movement would end. And with this jump, I think we have some sort of alert that was triggered to pay attention. Yes, it's quite possible an impulse wave is on the way. Now let's have a look at silver. Silver is very interesting. What is happening here? Instinctively, I would say this is a triangle. It looks like it's going into a triangle shape. That's an A, B, C, D. If we're going to get some sort of drifting sideways here for a session or two, it will fit the bill perfectly that this is an A, that's a B, and it will definitely call for a rally. Definitely call for a rally next week. Okay, but there could be something else going on here. Let me see if I go on a 4-hour scale. I hope you remember the idea that we are in a very extended fourth wave. It's something that we had also in gold, and in the case of gold we had to abandon it because gold just ran higher and basically told us that this scenario is unlikely. Yes, a scenario of very lengthy lateral movement. In the case of silver, it's not that. In the case of silver, if we get a triangle here and it runs up, it will look like the perfect thing to do is to take this as an ABC, which in the circumstances here would fit the bill as having taken this as an A, up here it will be UB, and then keep going sideways. Okay, so this reading would say yes, silver is going to rally, and it could even rally all the way to 35 plus a few notches up here, but that's it, and it's going to come back, and there's no guarantee it's going to come back to test 29. It could come back and test just 31, yeah, meaning the triangle will become narrower and narrower but with higher lows, you see, with higher lows reflecting strong buying power. Yeah, the bulls are coming in, they're supporting the price. Now this is the long-term idea for silver, and the short-term, I hope I covered it for you, telling you that the best way that I see to interpret this is that this is a B. You can see clearly the alternative, that this is a 1-2 and that will be a failure 2. A failure 2, or you can even go with this. It's not terribly exciting as a wave count, that could be a 1-2. It's not high confidence. It looks much better to treat all of this from this point as a B. Okay, I said what I had to say.